Hey New Zealand, it's Sam McIntyre here, one of the owners of Tall Poppy Real Estate, and today is the day that the Real Estate Institute of New Zealand released their sales data for June this year versus June last year, and I have got the stats in my hand hot off the press. About half an hour ago they came out and I'm bringing it to you so you're in the know first. What has happened nationally with sales? Okay, so sales are down 3.8% for June. That makes the lowest sales month in June for 5 years, to paint that picture. At Tall Poppy, thank you for your support. Our sales are up nearly 60%. What's happening for how long it's taking to sell a house now? 41 days on average, and that's not too long, so still relatively short period of time to sell a house. New listings are down 7.8%, which is creating a sort of a chicken and egg type thing with house sellers, because what they're doing is they're looking at what's on the market. If they're buying a house, selling to buy, they're looking at what's on the market and there's low listing numbers, so they're thinking, oh, will I find a house that I love? How about I hold off selling until there's more properties to choose from? So we're up 60% for new listings, so thanks so much for your support again. And prices, let's go to prices. So what's happened to house prices over the year? We've got an increase from 560,000 to 585,000. So a modest increase compared to past years, but still an increase if you're a homeowner. Good news for you guys. If we look at just Auckland, because Auckland skews the average or median sale price a lot, because to buy a house in Auckland, the median price is $850,000. For the rest of New Zealand, if we take away Auckland, takes it down to 485,000. Now, in terms of the regions, there's 16 regions in New Zealand. 3 of those regions were flat, and they were Auckland, Waikato and West Coast, and one of them was down marginally, which was Marlborough, but sales in Marlborough have increased greatly. So most areas you're going to see a good increase over the year. 3 flat areas, 1 slightly down, and that is the up-to-date news for what is going on in New Zealand. In terms of some advice for you guys, I know listings are down by 7.8% and people are holding off because of that shortage of current stock on the market, but if I was considering selling my house, I would not wait until spring, because what happens in spring generally is the market is flooded with new properties. There's this thing out there about how spring's the great time to sell and the most sales happen, and you know, the houses are presented well. But you know what happens when you're a seller? If you go to market in spring with everybody else, your house is in competition with everybody else. If you go to market now, when we've had the lowest number of listings in 5 years for a June, there's far less competition, so it can be a real competitive advantage to list your property now before the masses list their properties. There's a tip. There's the latest stats. Thank you for watching, and thank you for your support, New Zealand.